Awesome, Cara. Let's start off just with you introducing yourself and introducing your online digital planner stationery business.
My name is Cara Dempsey. I am the creator of Float Activity, which ultimately helps especially women come home to themselves using cycle vitality and the moon and understanding how they best operate and then being productive with that with the Float Activity digital planner. I live in North Carolina.
It's really nice just to hear all the people that have participated in the Digital Planner Academy, like how widespread we are. So that's just a nice thing to know for us. And could you go a little bit more into detail as to what your planner's purposes is? For example, if you want to speak to one particular digital planner and how it serves your niche.
Yes. So I found a lot of power in understanding how I best operate, and it really helps my productivity go to the next level. And I want to help other women understand on how they could use their cycle in becoming their most productive self. And so my planners teach women about each phase of their cycle and the intentions they should do in their home and work life. And so that way they can thrive in life and not be overwhelmed in their daily life with their home, their work, and just we're not meant to do all the things all the time. And so my planner helps women better understand what intentions, what tasks they should do in different parts of their cycle so they can make productivity their superpower.
Awesome. That's great to hear, like how your products serve your audience and your niche. Could you go into detail more about your particular products? What is in your product suite at the moment?
Right now, I have the Float Activity Digital Planner. And what that does is it helps break down each phase of the menstrual cycle so that you can turn your productivity into your superpower and feel like you are not overwhelmed in life. And so, in this digital planner, it's one of a kind. I created it because it does not exist out there. What it does is it teaches you about each phase, what movement, what tasks, what nutrition you should do in each phase. And then, as an added bonus, there is a moon journal to help you work through. And so the moon phases and the menstrual phases go together. Now, they might not align with your particular menstrual cycle, but using the phases in correlation of your standard operating procedures is pretty much what it breaks down to.
Mhm.
If you follow like a project, there's a planning time, there's a time to actually go through with it, there's a time to reflect and refine the details, and then there's a time to really sit and see how this project's come together. And if you can align your menstrual cycle or the moon cycle with how you're productive in your life gets so much easier. And so I wanted to create something that can help women really, like I said before, make productivity your superpower in the best possible way that it feels good and that you don't feel overwhelmed in your life. And so this digital planner helps you really make the planner unique to you and build it in a way that supports you in the best possible way.
And do you have only the planner as part of your digital product suite?
Yeah,
Does it coincide with any other offerings that you have in your online business?
I do coaching and strategizing with people. And so it was a way that I wanted to give something tangible to people and refer to something. So it's ultimately a piece of my strategizing and my coaching to help women really figure out to create a life of purpose and ease on how they're built instead of other people telling them how it should be done.
That's amazing. So you've created a different branch in your business by offering this product. And do you sell it individually or is it something that is only available to your coaching clients?
I do sell it individually. It is on Etsy and it is also on my website.
Okay. How the Digital Planner Academy perhaps helped you along your journey of creating this planner?
I've always been into productivity, but to be honest, I got to a point where I was trying to do all the things all the time. And so going through Digital Planner Academy really helped me understand the design aspect to teach myself and have a tangible way to go through and see how to build a planner from scratch. I did not know how to do it. And so it's just really opened my eyes on using specific different softwares. And it really helps me understand what softwares that I wanted to use to start building these productivity solutions to help other people become productive in their life in a way that feels good.
That's amazing. I mean, it's so powerful that you have this background knowledge in your coaching business that can be applied to the actual technical and the design aspect of the planners. And yeah, that's really quite something unique. Okay, now that you've stated that you learned all the technical aspects of building a planner in DPA, did you have any experience at all in terms of designing a planner before the Digital Planner Academy?
None
Okay.
whatsoever.
Okay. And how did you discover the world of digital planning? What was your experience with it beforehand?
I was at a point where I left my career of 19 years and I was trying to find a new path that was a bit more fulfilling and that could support my own life. And so I was looking at paper planners to get for, I forget what year it was, but my husband had mentioned a digital planner and I didn't know what they were. And then that led me down a rabbit hole to see how they can be utilized. And I just loved the problem for me with paper planners is there's not one that I've found that fits all the boxes for me. And the fact that you can create your own planner with someone else's digital planner. So how I got into it was my husband mentioned it. I came across Shay and her work. I bought one of her planners. And then from there, I was seeing that she offered a course to help other people, and that being able to build these productivity solutions have always been something that I wanted to do. And so I talked to my husband about it and he was like, that sounds exactly up your alley. And so it's really given me the insight of what it takes to build something like that on a software space.
So you learned all the technical aspects of building the planner with the software. Did you also find the content relating to the business side of building an online shop also quite useful?
Yes. Yeah. I feel like sometimes, especially with Etsy, it can be a little bit overwhelming. And so just being able to break down those steps and to be able to create the listing from start to scratch and how to best utilize and the tools that are needed to help build the listing and the planner from there was really helpful.
Are you offering any design services now after completing the program?
Not 100%. I have some things working that I'm working on that will probably won't be launched until the springtime to be able to niche down a whole different aspect.
Okay, but doing design work for on external projects for other clients?
No, I
Okay.
was considering doing that. And then I think I'm going more template style where I create something basic and then just selling the template and they can do it themselves.
So, do you have anything to add to or say to someone who is perhaps on the fence about joining the Digital Planner Academy or is like unsure about the world of digital planning?
Yeah, I think if you are looking to be able to build your own digital planners to sell or for yourself, I'd highly recommend it because it really breaks it down in bite-sized pieces. It really helps streamline the process. If I would have decided to go down this route without DPA, I would have given up. There was no way that I would have gotten to this point. This is my third year of making my planner for myself, and it's really helped utilize my gifts in the best possible way. And that's ultimately my goal. And I hope to share that with other people and they find that power within themselves too.
It's amazing. And I would also like to ask you, because you are working in the online world, and you have your own business. What are some positive aspects of that sort of lifestyle that you would encourage or just love to share with people to inspire them?
As an ex hairstylist, I was craving a job where I didn't have to wear makeup every day. I love that I can be in my comfortable clothes. I love that I can do it at home and my kids can be there. The flexibility, I can work when I want. There's just so many benefits that I craved working in the customer service industry that I wanted to step away from. And so I've always had this deep underlying want to be able to work from my house and then also be able to plan out and to be able to take time off and really work around my schedule instead of other people's schedule. And that's been the most freeing thing since I've left my career is to be able to work whenever I want to work.